I never get tired of showing this truck. The AEV Bison is really the best HD truck on the market for sure. And this red is just, it hits. It absolutely hits. I borrowed this truck from Seiner Chevrolet here in Salt Lake City. It is available for sale. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker so you guys can see options and features on this build. At the very top is a description with the colors. And then here's a short listing of their standard equipment. Be sure to pause it. Base price does come in at $71,100. And this one does have the Duramax with the ZR2 Bison edition being the second most expensive option on this truck. It also has the power retractable assist steps, technology package, sunroof, dark essentials, fifth wheel prep. And then you guys see here, destination comes in at $1995 with a total price of $97,945. So here's the best HD for ground clearance because of this front bumper. I really do like the overall styling and look on this truck, for sure. I think that Chevy's front end design makes it look more aggressive. I have all the lights on the truck too. You can probably see them even on the mirrors there, which we'll get to in a second. But you have that dual projector beam, high and low beam. You also have the accent lights too. Down below are your fog lights, projector LED. And these are the AEV front bumpers. Has these cast recovery hooks, steel front bumper, and huge skid plates. They pretty much cover the entire bottom of the truck. You can have a winch installed. Front cameras right there. And then check out that grille design too. You can see that ZR2 badge there. They don't have a flow-through tie on this one. You see that the active grills are closed off too. It's probably like 20 degrees today. They do black out this badging. Now I was a little shocked to see that they didn't do it on here, but you can get that done on the trail wash. Come on, Chevy, what are you doing? Just go ahead and give us all blackout. Now down below, you do have restyled upper and lower control arms because of this upgraded suspension. Multimatic DSSV. So there's 3 chambers on there. One has an oil reservoir, and dynamic suspension spool valve that does not use deflective disc. It uses the spool valves, and pretty much all steel in here. This truck does have a raised ride height of about 1.5 inches, and then you have bigger tires. And these are some big ones. These are 34.8 inches tall, about 12 inches wide. Goodyear Wrangler Territory MTs. So mine are definitely louder than the regular tires on the regular Silverado HDs. So here's that tire size, LT305 7018. And then it is a load range E. And 3,750 pounds of capacity at 65 psi max. And at full lock, no surprise, you do have clearance. You probably could get some 37s on here, probably, but I don't know. And they do widen your fender flares on this truck too. And you guys see right there, you have these forward lights. I never turned these on, but I figured today I would. Clearance lights come standard. Here's that ZR2 badge, and then 2500 because of that dark essentials package. These lights are for reverse blind spot monitoring, and this is heated, but this one's not. Black door handles. Really no chrome on this truck at all. When you scoot all the way back, look at that. That is a beautiful truck, guys. My goodness, red looks good. Looks really good. This one also has the power to pull running boards, as you saw. So of course, you open the door, they come down, and they have the lighting down below too. They do restyle the mud flaps so they're a little bit shorter, front and rear. So all these are shorter for the AEV, or really for the ZR2 package, I should say. Here's your steps. That's where you're gonna fill up at. 36-gallon fuel tank with a 7-gallon DEF. Up top there, you have your lights on. Bed lights are on too. More Multimatic out back. And then you have the 5-lease in the main pack there too. They're still using that wax coating on the framing. And what do you guys think about the wheel design too? I think this truck is like perfect. Now out back you do have the AEV bumpers too. They have the recovery hooks and you can add light pods. I did see on AEV's website that they now have those available if you want to get them installed for the light pods. You have the camera provisions here. And you have a 7-pin right there. They are using incandescent bulbs there. More lighting for your trailer if you're planning on towing conventionally. LED taillights. And the biggest reason to get this truck is because they do give you a full-size spare tire, 342 rear. It's gonna have an electronic locker, and they still give you the lock here. They do provide that blackout on that tailgate, all the blackout for the badging. Last year, I don't think that the AEV badge was blacked out. I think it was like in chrome. And if you need to put this down, this acts as a step. 4 and 7-pin. 5th wheel prep package is slightly behind the axle. You can kind of see it's a little bit off-centered with the wheel wells. And here's the roof. All LED lights up there for the high mount. And then you have 400 watts of power right there. And then here's a side view of the truck. So here's the powertrain. You do have that 6.6 liter Duramax diesel, so V8. It's gonna have 470 horsepower and 975 pound-feet of torque. Has that 10-speed Allison behind it. It does use 15W40 oil. You can run 5W40 if you like. Denso fuel pump and injector, so it's pretty reliable. Let's go ahead and check out the interior. So I'm gonna show you guys really quickly the interior, because we're going to take this for a quick drive. And then out back, all the black chrome around the speaker grills, outboard heated seats, a little bit of storage. And let's jump over to the passenger front. A little bit of storage up here. And I can't remember, can you use this truck for a bed camper? Shockingly you can, 1,910 pounds, but I'll show you the payload here in a second. Here's your engine block heater plug, and grill cover right there, 10-way seat on this side. Yeah, this is a nice truck. A little bit of animations on the screens here. Now, it is super cold. The truck should be warm. I let it warm at the dealership. So it started right up. No surprise. Man, it's already cold again though. Wow, it is super chilly. Now when you turn the truck on, it does turn on the heated steering wheel and the heated seat, so that is something you can set up through this system. Now I am going to show you, if you are buying these trucks, they don't have the high idle switch standard, but they do have something that acts as the high idle switch. It's called enhanced heating, and so it does give you the elevated idle, so that way if you don't have time to obviously heat up your truck, you want to have that on so it comes on with the remote start as well, so it gets that RPM a little bit higher. If that RPM's not higher, you're going to potentially cause fuel dilution in your oil, because you need that RPM to be above 1,000 once the truck is going through the cycle, because it needs to get over 1,000 RPMs to make any difference for heating up the combustion on this truck. Most of you guys know I do have a AT4X, and I have thought about getting a Chevy Silverado ZR2 just because I like the look a lot better. But there's a few things you do lose by going with the ZR2, which is I don't have my Obsidian Rush interior. My interior, I think, is the nicest interior in the HD segment currently. And because Chevy and GMC are on the same team, they do kind of hold Chevy back from being too nice. So you don't get the seat massage function. Oh wow, that's nice. But yeah, you don't get the seat massage function that you get with the AT4X. You do get this Greystone interior, which I don't mind this interior. This is a nice off-road looking interior. So it's different from what you can get on a regular Silverado. Like if you buy a Ford Super Duty with the trimmer package, they lock you in on the same interior you would get on a regular Lariat or Platinum, which is not a bad thing. The Platinum interior is nice, but you can get it with the King Ranch, which I think that interior is super nice. But with these ZR2 and AT4Xs, you get a unique interior for the off-road truck, which I like. So they give you that green stitching around here. And for the most part, the biggest selling point on the ZR2 is how much ride height increase you get. You can actually tell a difference. If you were to go and drive this truck and then jump into a regular Silverado, you'd be like, oh my gosh, this truck sits so much lower. Now these trucks, even without this package, sit pretty high, but when you see these going down the road, they even look taller, especially with these bumpers. The bumpers give it the illusion that it sits even higher when you have the AEV edition. So yes, this is an expensive truck, 97 grand, but this is the best time to buy ZR2 because obviously dealers aren't looking to get MSRP anymore. They're willing to give you a sizable discount. In some cases, I've seen that these trucks have rebates on them too. So you probably should at least consider what kind of deal you can get if you are in the market. But overall, driving this truck in the city is nice. I mean, the truck has tons of power. With the updated combustion on this engine and turbocharger, yeah, it doesn't feel slow at all. I mean, it feels quicker than the Gen 1 L5P. And I definitely recommend it. I mean, I know that GM is having some issues, but they're all having issues. And so yes, all you have to do is just get that extended warranty. That's it. Just get the extended warranty. I don't think I'd buy a truck today without one at this point. If I plan on keeping it, that is. If I keep it more than 5 years, I'm getting a warranty. Let's go and check out the payload. Gross axle weight rating is going to be 5,600 pounds. The rear is 6,600 pounds. Gross vehicle weight rating is going to be 11,350. And the wheels are going to be 18 by 9 wide. You guys can see right there, Gooseneck towing is 15,570, which is lower than the conventional at 18,500. Max payload is 2,661 pounds. Curb weight is 8,689 pounds, which is why payload is so low. And then here's that yellow sticker showing the tire pressure, 55 PSI all the way around. Hope you guys liked the video. This is probably not a truck I would tow a fifth wheel with, but if you have a gooseneck trailer, I would understand why you would get the package. But personally, if I were to order one of these trucks in the future, I would get it without the fifth wheel, because you'll pick up a couple 100 pounds of payload. And I just recommend, if you're going to get a truck like this, just tow conventionally. And if you need more, just get a bigger truck. Hopefully in the future, GM may offer this package in a 1-ton, but I don't see that happening because, you know, this truck is purposely built for going off-road, and obviously the reason why it doesn't have overloads, or you can get the max trailing package with it, is because those overloads are going to affect the off-road performance. So it makes sense why it's only for a 3/4 ton. See you guys soon.